In the meantime, maybe this will be getting the FBI's attention. IRS documents just exposed showing the agency flagged political groups for things that they wrote. It was looking out for anti-Obama rhetoric and emotional statements in press releases, articles, or commentary. We counted 82% of those groups on that list as conservative. Attorney Jay Sekulow wants to know what more the FBI needs to see or ask. Jay represents 23 Tea Party groups on that list. Jay, to cover here, you're going to hear from the mainstream media as well. They're not all conservatives. You say what?
Well, number one, Neil, let me tell you, we went through the list, and 32 of the groups, or 33 are actually our groups when we did the final analysis. And of the few groups that were, quote, left of center, all of those, by the way, got their tax-exempt status. It was only the conservative organizations that received these ridiculous questions and increased review.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. That just went right by my thick skull. So the liberal groups or the left-leaning groups on that list all ultimately got their tax-exempt status approved. The real problem, the rejections came on the other side.
Yeah, or rejections or no action whatsoever.
No action whatsoever.
I mean, right now the IRS is just institutionally.
So do you think this was covered, Jay, to put these other left-leaning names in there? It makes it look like you were fair and balanced.
Well, you know what they were trying to do? I think this is what happened. I think some of the left-leaning groups got in there just because there was a dragnet that was cast pretty broad by the IRS. Anything had to do with freedom, liberty, or the Constitution, so it incorporated a couple of left-leaning groups. They all got, as I said, they got their exemption. But when you read the IRS, this is their own document that's been produced. The document is outrageous. It says if you take a position that your viewpoint is contrary to the president's on an issue, let's say it's Obamacare, let's say it's on abortion, that's not supported by fact, that it's emotive, and therefore you should not get your tax exemption, which is exactly the opposite, actually, of what the Founding Fathers envisioned our Constitution to mean, that we have robust free speech in our country. Neil, there's something else here that has to have the business community concerned, and that's this. This is the agency that's tasked with the enforcement of Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, the IRS. We now know from testimony today that donor information is still being maintained by the IRS, which of course is a violation of their own rules. Do people really want the IRS having access to records, your medical records, health records, to determine whether you're in compliance with the Affordable Care Act or not? I don't think so. And that's, I think, it just points to another problem. That's why a lot of these businesses, just for economic reasons, are asking to opt out and want to be out of this.
Amazing. We'll watch closely, Jay. Thank you.